Welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast.
Ciao and welcome back to the ITSM Practice. I'm your host, Luigi Ferri. Today I want to slow things down, not to simplify, but to reflect. Because sometimes what matters most is not the latest tool or dashboard. It's what's already there, running silently, faithfully every single day. Today I want to talk about Clause 8 of ISO 27001, Operation. This clause doesn't sparkle with innovation. It doesn't make headlines, but it's the bridge between intention and reality. It's where your ISMS stops being a document and becomes a living system. What is Clause 8 really? Clause 8 is the moment where theory ends and practice begins. It asks, now that you have assessed your risks, what are you going to do? It's made up of three essential parts. 8.1, Operational Planning and Control. 8.2, Information Security Risk Assessment. 8.3, Information Security Risk Treatment. Together, they ask just one thing. Show me how you protect your business day in, day out. But let's not rush. Let's take them one at a time. Clause 8.1, Operational Planning and Control. This one is big. It's the beating heart of your operational ISMS. You are expected to plan, implement, and control the processes that allow your organization to manage information security risks. Sounds familiar? Maybe. But here's the twist. You also need to set criteria, monitor performance, and yes, document everything. Not for bureaucracy, not for compliance, but for accountability, for transparency. There are two kinds of documentation you need. First, your ISMS operations, like audits, reviews, improvements, and Annex A controls, tied to your risk assessment and documented in your statement of applicability. And it doesn't stop at writing things down. You need to prove they work with evidence. Think about audit reports, antivirus logs, server logs, help desk metrics, patch status, change requests. This documentation is your voice when you are not in the room. It says, we know what we are doing. We care. Clause 8.1 also covers two more things: change management and third-party supplier control. Ask yourself, do you have a supplier register? Are you monitoring third-party performance or just hoping for the best? Clause 8.2, Information Security Risk Assessment. Clause 8.2 reminds us that risk never stands still. You must assess risks at regular intervals and whenever significant changes occur. You need a defined, structured, and repeatable process, and you need to keep the evidence. Your risk register should include threats, vulnerabilities, scores, owners. It's not just about spotting risks. It's about weaving risk thinking into the way you operate, in every project, every product, every change. Do your developers see risk as a part of their job or someone else? Clause 8.3, Information Security Risk Treatment. Now comes the response. Clause 8.3 asks, what will you do about the risks you have identified? You have got four choices: avoid, reduce, transfer, accept. Each decision must be planned, executed, and evidenced. What you'll need: a risk treatment plan, version-controlled logs, meeting notes, evidence that action was taken. Security is a verb. It must be lived, repeated, reviewed. Imagine you are a tech company storing a customer data in the cloud. You identify a risk of unauthorized access. What do you do? Assess the likelihood and impact. Choose to reduce the risk using multi-factor authentication. Record the decision in your treatment plan. Update internal procedures. Monitor access logs weekly. That's clause 8 in motion. Clean, controlled, documented. Stuart Barker offers a great insight. Most people only document the ideal scenario, the happy path. But what about when things go wrong? A change fails. A background check is negative. A virus is detected. Document your exception steps. It shows maturity, and it might save you from an audit finding. Clause 8 is not something you complete once a year. It's something you live. You must reassess risks, review controls, update records, adapt continuously, because a business changes, threats evolve, and your ISMS must grow with them. Let me leave you with a few questions, not for your auditors, but for yourself. If someone read your documentation today, would they see reality or just a good intention? Is your team living the processes or working around them? And two bold ones. If your risk register hasn't changed in 6 months, is that really a good sign? If your suppliers can't prove their security, why are they still connected to your network? Clause 8 is not shiny, but it's where security becomes real. If you need a fresh perspective on your operations or just someone to talk it through, reach out to me on LinkedIn, Luigi Ferri. Thank you for joining me today. Arrivederci until next time on the ITSM Practice Podcast.